Ghosts in Us contains serious and sometimes disturbing events and is not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
And there is the very distinct shape
really
of a
dark
man.
figure that was standing in the doorway.
I'm living an episode of Kindred Spirits right now.
And I just want them to tell me their stories.
So he thinks the life was sacrificed for the spell.
It had the crying boy painting.
Something demonic that was mocking me.
Are you kidding?
It was completely involuntary, but I started crying.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Ghosts in Us podcast. As always, I'm Blaine.
Hi, I'm Taylor.
And Taylor wanted me to issue one more disclaimer. We already had one at the beginning of the podcast, but I'm going to say it again. Ghosts in Us may contain serious and sometimes disturbing events that is not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Taylor, why am I issuing a second disclaimer?
Of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this episode, we are not going to be responsible if you choose to participate in what I'm going to be talking about, because there has been counts of death or very bad consequences from what I will be discussing.
Okay.
And we are not responsible.
Not responsible. You've been warned. If you feel like you don't want to listen to it, that's okay. You can click off the video. You can click off your podcast suitor of choice. I completely understand, but we're going to just dive right in.
All right. So I gave you two hints, right?
You did.
The first hint that I gave you was Bloody Mary. Do you know the game Bloody Mary?
I do. That's where you say that into a mirror, 3 times?
There's so many different variations where you can have a candle, you do it in a bathroom, you got to have running water, blah, blah, blah. Offer your own blood, and that, like, every time people talk about Bloody Mary, the depiction of her is always slightly different.
Right.
But it's more of like a slumber party game. Like you see it in films where people are playing this at a slumber party. Yeah, stuff like that. And then the second hint I gave you was Elisa Lam.
You did. I didn't realize that had anything to do with what we were talking about after you gave me that first hint.
So if people don't know who Elisa Lam is, she is a woman who was found in a water tank above the Cecil Hotel 19 days after she went missing. And there's the video of her in the elevator just acting
freaking
a little
out,
whacked out.
Acting weird.
And they chalked it up as suicide with just bipolar tendencies and all that. But you can't, it's still kind of a mystery. The reason why I gave you those two hints is, did you know there's other ritualistic slumber party games out there?
Oh, so we're just talking ritualistic slumber party games.
There's 136 different games out there
that
I can find.
That does not shock me.
Majority of them come from like the Japan culture.
Okay.
And I picked out 3 that I wanted to share. And the reason why we had the disclaimer of we are not responsible is I'm giving the instructions, the details on how to do each one, because I feel it's necessary to help you kind of like ask questions about it or debunk it and decide like, oh, could this really be a thing or not? But like I said, this comes from like Japanese culture, and there are so many experiences that people have out there where some actually do include death.
Interesting.
And one of them freaks me out the most, and it's probably the most complicated one to follow. So, yeah.
Okay. So, take the lead, I guess.
So, the first one I'm going to go over is the elevator game, which a lot of people have suspicions that Elisa Lam was playing.
I think I've heard of this elevator game before.
So, the elevator game originated in Korea, and it is believed that pressing a series of buttons in an elevator of a building with 10 floors, you will be transported into an alternate dimension. And you succeed if the elevator doors open to a dark hallway, identical to the hallways that you would see in the building, but in darkness there'll be a glowing red cross at the end of the hallway. Number 1 rule, if you see a woman, you do not interact with her. whatsoever. Don't acknowledge her. Don't speak to her. None of it. Because otherwise she will trap you in the other dimension forever. And people believe, like I said, people believe Elisa Lam played this game because she was just acting all weird and stuff, and all of a sudden found dead.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't follow the rules and she interacted with this woman.
Okay, so that's a theory.
That is the theory.
Okay.
So the way this game goes, it can only be one player. You have to be the only one that participates in this. You can't have a group of friends try to do this with you because that's breaking it. Okay. You want to put just submerge yourself in this. Okay. I think that's the right word. The time of day does not matter though. And if people enter besides the woman that you may run into, you have to start completely over. So it's like a very difficult thing to even do in the first place.
What would happen if you do it with a multiple people then?
It won't work.
Okay.
So this is, I know, it's very weird, but it won't work.
But then that's also, say this is real. Say this game is an actual thing that works.
Yes.
People out there are going to believe that you're just crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's no way you can prove it then if you don't have another person or
There's nothing in the rules against filming and recording your situation. But
let's be real.
It's not going to catch what you are experiencing in your head and what you see.
Right. Because so you can fake that so easily.
I almost think this could be just you making yourself insane.
Yeah, you're just... Okay.
So the first...
Sorry, this is the skeptic of me coming out.
Oh, no, but I understand. Some of it just seems not right.
Right.
So first thing you would do is enter on the first floor, and you would go to the fourth floor. You would stay on the fourth floor, and once the doors close back up, go to the second floor. Again, you'll stay on the second floor, and when the doors close, go to the sixth floor. Stay on there. Doors close, go back to the second. And then stay on, go to the 10th floor. At this point, you may hear voices, but you are not supposed to acknowledge them because it could be that woman. You'll stay on the elevator on the 10th floor, and then you'll go to the 5th floor. Again, you'll stay there, and then go to the first floor. At this point, a woman may get on the elevator on the 5th floor. She is not human. Do not look at her. She may look like someone you know or a stranger. And if the elevator goes to the first, you failed. And you have to leave quick and don't talk until you get back to your house. But if the elevator goes to the 10th floor, remember you push the first floor from 5th to 1st. So if it decides to not go to the first and you end up going to the 10th, you succeed and you have a chance to end the game before continuing the last step. The way to end the game is you pick any floor besides 1 and 10, and when you get on that floor, I believe you leave the elevator to try to end the game before you continue on and set yourself into this alternate dimension.
This sounds like it should be a movie, and I don't think I've ever seen a movie about the elevator game. Hollywood, what are you doing? So,
when the elevator reaches the 10th floor, you can choose to stay in or step out. If you stay in, if you step out, the woman may ask where you are going. Again, do not acknowledge her. Do not speak to her. Do not look at her. You may experience the other world. Electronics won't work. Oh. And it's all dark besides the glowing red cross. Keep track of the elevator so you know the exit. If you stayed in, go to the first floor and leave as fast as possible. Go home. Do not speak till you are home. Do not look back. And if you want to get back to your own world, after leaving the elevator on the 10th floor, seeing the cross and getting back, you have to repeat all of these steps to ensure that you are back in your own world.
This sounds too wacky to be real.
There were some experiences that I can't technically prove that were real. I have no way to do more research on it. But people said that they tried to leave, or they had to go back and try to enter their own world because something felt wrong.
This seems way too wacky.
And they felt like they were being watched the whole time, and there was so much bad luck happening around them family members falling ill out of nowhere, major nightmares.
I think I'd be really good at this game. I don't like talking to people as it is.
So you're saying we need to find a place with 10 floors?
I'm not going to try it, but I just feel like I'm already there.
I like that you said Hollywood. Why haven't you done anything like this?
I don't think I've ever seen an elevator game movie.
Not an elevator game, but like the whole alternate dimension. One of the VHS films, like movies.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a scene where he's like in a mirror or like walks through a mirror and like his alternate self walks through. And like in the other world, it's like the satanic crazy place.
And I guess technically Paranormal Activity touched on it with like that sixth one, that ghost dimension. But that's just like a special video camera.
Well, if you also think of like Poltergeist.
Yeah.
It's like in the TV and all that.
Yeah.
So like there's so many specific steps you have to do this, and it's a little ridiculous that if you mess up one, you have to go home and just start over the next day.
So you have to stay. So I want to make sure I'm understanding this right.
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing is you're doing the steps, and if you goof up, if you screw up, you have to go home in the alternate.
No, you will not reach the alternate dimension
until you succeed in the steps.
Until you succeed, and when you're supposed to go to the first floor, it sends you to the 10th floor.
Okay,
that's how you succeed. If you fail and it sends you back to the first floor, you still got to go home. But you're not supposed to talk until you get home. Either way, you're not supposed to talk or look back or anything until you get home. So
easy with the mic stand there.
I didn't mean to kick it. So yeah, it's like there's so many steps to follow. And if you mess up, you go home. If you want to do it again, you have to wait the next day.
What would happen if you did it the same day?
It just won't work. It just won't work.
I don't believe it. I don't believe this game. I'm sorry. This is my skeptic coming out. Usually I'm able to take things with a grain of salt. This just seems way too freaking wacky.
I just think it's interesting that when you think of, or like people kind of like believe Elisa Lam was doing it.
I think there were more things at play in that situation than we were led to believe.
There's a documentary about the Cecil Hotel that came out on Netflix.
Yeah.
That kind of dips into it a little bit because, I mean, that place has so much history and darkness already.
Yeah. I don't believe it was due to a game like this, but I think there's definitely outside factors that were involved, and I think it has to deal with people that she knew that turned on her.
I have a question. Do you believe games like these can actually happen or are real?
I mean, we hunt ghosts.
I was going to say, you believe in the paranormal and all that.
I mean, we hunt ghosts. We've seen things with our own eyes. Like
Bloody Mary is practically scrying.
Yeah. Well, you can also put it this way. You know how when we did the Ghost Theories episode,
mm-hmm.
and we talked about Ouija boards and how it could be your muscles moving it on its own.
Yeah.
Now, I think scrying is kind of like that, where, because you have to stare in the mirror. You can't, like, this is a thing you got to be, like, super focused on. Like, you really shouldn't try to blink during a scrying session.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, you're just going to start seeing things because your brain's going to try to get you to blink, and it's doing all of these things to get you to you know, blink. Like, you're going to see things in your eyes that, you know, for a period of time, because your eyes need to be, you know, washed with the... You have your natural...
liquids.
Yeah. You know, like, it's got to be... Your eyes have to blink.
Yeah.
Or your eyes are going to get too dry and you got, you know, things like that. So I think we're on the verge of that kind of situation again with games where, like
I said in the beginning, I think I consider these rituals.
Yeah, they're very ritualistic. These types of games are definitely rituals. But I also think that these are games that are meant to boost your anxiety, and it'll make you think you're seeing things that you're not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we did an investigation at the Glimbula School. That video's now public. We both saw things that were in the dark.
We had full-on anxiety already.
Like, you had full-on anxiety.
You did too. You mentioned that you were
when we started, yeah,
nuts.
but then it mellowed out and I was fine until I saw what I saw. But like, other than that, our brains are trying to fill the gaps in, I think, in these games. I'm open-minded to it, don't get me wrong, but that's what I'm thinking.
Would you ever attempt them?
No.
No.
Because what if they're real?
All of this discussion.
But what if they are? Like, I'm going to pull the Kurt school of thought. Option A, theory A, it's not real and you're fine. Option B and theory B, it's real and you're fucked. like, let me just invoke my friends over at the Strange Sessions podcast. It's either not real or it's real, you know?
Are you ready for the second game?
I would love to hear the second one. Is it Bloody Mary?
No, Bloody Mary is not on this list at all. But
really?
It was the best way to introduce the list of ritualistic slumber party type games.
Interesting that the most popular, I would say probably the most popular one, besides a Ouija board session.
I just use it as a hint.
Interesting.
These are ones that I picked out personally out of the 136 games.
Okay. All right.
But if this goes really well, I would love to pick out 3 more later.
Part 2?
Because there's so many.
Part 2!
And they're insane. So the next one is called Bathtub Game. I feel like if I describe it a little bit, you might know it. In this game, a player summons a ghost of a woman named Daruma-san, who fell in the tub and died from hitting her eye on the faucet. And once the game begins, it's like playing red light, green light. She will follow you all day, trying to get closer and closer till she catches you. And you might see her in your peripherals.
Peripheral?
Thank you. But when you turn to look at her, she'll quickly hide. And no matter what, do not let her catch you. She is depicted as a dark-haired Japanese woman with wet, rotting skin and missing her eye. So that's just like the little description. It almost gives me like the Ring vibes. Or the Grudge.
Yeah, Ring. Ring is the original one, yeah. What? How long does this go on for?
Let me get through the instructions. It only goes on for like a day.
Okay.
It should only go on for a day.
Sure.
Step 1, get naked.
We're already off to a smashing start.
And then enter the bathroom and fill up the tub and turn off the lights. Sit in the middle of the tub, facing the faucet, close your eyes and wash your hair. And as you wash your hair, repeat the words Daruma-san fell down over and over until your hair is fully washed, but your eyes need to stay shut the whole time. You'll also start to imagine a Japanese woman falling and hitting her face in the tub. You'll hear the sound or movement behind you of someone there. Do not open your eyes. That means you summoned her. And when you feel her presence, ask out loud, why did you fall in the tub? You're going to keep your eyes shut and try to get out of the tub very carefully. Do not drain it, though, until morning. Leave the bathroom and close the door. Now you can open your eyes. Leave the lights off and just go straight to bed. You got to be very careful leaving that tub. Soaking wet.
Make sure you have adhesive rubber ducks on the bottom of your bathtub.
Towels everywhere.
Well, don't use a towel.
Put towels on the ground so you... Well, no, I guess it's
I'm saying in
slippery.
the tub part.
So you don't
You have those
fall,
adhesive ducts?
and you'll become Daruma-san.
Oh, now you're understanding.
The game begins when you wake up the next day. Everything will be normal until you feel her presence, and she will get closer and closer. You'll have to yell, Tomer, which means stop and run away, and do not let her catch you. You must end the game before midnight, as she will stalk you forever and haunt your dreams and try to kill you if not. And there are some...
So how do you stop it?
To end the game, you must catch a glimpse of Daruma-san and shout, Kita, which means I cut you loose, while swinging your arm in a chopping motion. But you have to have her in your eyesight.
This game sounds so
that.
racist.
I said it's culture of like Asian area.
I know. But like, can you imagine like a normal American in today's age doing that.
Can you imagine a Japanese woman with rotting, wet skin and a missing eye chasing you? You'll do whatever you possibly can to get her to stop.
I know. Just saying.
Don't do kita in public then, if you feel like that's racist.
It just sounds so racist.
So you have to end it before midnight,
yeah.
right? If you feel like she's getting too close, you yell Tomer. But you have to have her in your hindsight when you yell kita and you do the chopping motion. Otherwise, it's not going to work. But she likes to hide. The moment you look at her, she'll like duck away.
Okay.
And I did read there were some accounts in somewhere in the Asian area where a person pretty much went insane and ended up in the hospital because they did not end it. And they were terrified and just having nightmares, night terrors, like the thing where like you are literally there with your eyes open and
petrified.
You're paralyzed.
You're petrified?
You're paralyzed. Sleep paralysis. And then they see her coming and they're like, I can't do the kita. I can't do this or that. And they just ended up in the hospital and they got put in an asylum because they went mad. And people didn't believe them on this.
I'm sorry. I'm being very skeptical in this video.
I know.
Were they tested for schizophrenia?
I did not see that part.
Like that's.
It was a family member sharing
but
their
like
person's story.
I guess it all depends like when this time period was that this maybe happened.
You just instantly go to, are they mentally insane?
But like you don't know, like you know, like it's just something like I'm not trying to take every. When we tell these stories, like when we have guests on, yeah, I'm taking their stories at face value.
This
and
is like
at
the in 2010s.
Okay, but like, and I know like when we have guests on, we take things at their face value most of the time and go, wow, that sucks. Like, sorry you went through that.
With me, you could just really be like, are you just shitting me or what?
But I'm not trying to be like, are you shitting me on this? I'm like, what are the outside factors on this? That's what I'm just trying to look at. You know, like,
yeah,
I'm trying to keep an open mind, but I'm also trying to debunk it at the same time. I'm being in investigator mode right now, so I'm sorry.
I mean, we've seen shadow figures. We've seen this and that.
We've seen shit. So I will say, like, I'm keeping that open mind to it, but I'm also like, okay, but are they?
But
you know what I mean?
Really?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to like be a dick about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Disclaimer again. Don't do this if you don't want to. Don't listen. We're not responsible. Okay, cool.
I truly think that these can have some kind of.
Well, I'm sure they have some merit. Like when we talked to your dad, I said that stories have to come from somewhere.
Topas. My dad's been talking about topas like crazy. So like if you think of these, if you put out a game like this or whatever, and people are going to do it, they will create something.
Yeah.
Because of the topa thing.
I mean, look at the Slender Man case that happened not too long ago.
That was actually a couple years ago.
That was almost not 10 years ago, I don't think.
I think it was in like 2016.
Okay, so almost 10 years ago.
Wow. I'm probably wrong. Put up the real date.
Yeah, it'll be put up, but you know what I mean? Like they're just like getting their convictions within like the last year or so or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like even then, like you're kind of manifesting this reality in your head, you know? And that's what I'm trying to kind of take that edge of. Like, Slender Man's not real.
He could be created into some kind of thing because of the topa.
I don't know what a topa is.
My dad talked about it in his episode.
That was how long ago?
Definition of topa.
Editors know. Boom. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people can manifest this kind of stuff into it.
Yeah.
And it's just not always real. It's just something going on that hasn't been checked on. That's all I'm getting at. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick.
I know. I wish I could have gotten like better
If you
research
haven't
about
had an
these.
experience with something like this, email us at ghostinus@gmail.com. Put me in my place. For the love of God, I would love to hear your story on this kind of
For
situation.
the love of God.
But seriously, like if people can even look at what happened when we made fun of what if your imaginary friend's a demon.
I know, and
we had
then it
somebody
became
come
a
in,
real thing.
and then somebody messaged us about it. If you have had a situation like this, email us, DM us. I don't care which one you go for, but send us a message. I want to hear about it.
So, do you want to hear the last game that I have written down?
Obviously.
I could add a bonus one because I have another one on here that I just thought
both.
wasn't great.
Porque no los dos.
I will do this one first.
Okay.
Because this one is the one that makes me uncomfortable and makes me feel weird. Also, sitting in this chair, it's just constant tingles in the back of my neck.
I never get that feeling.
I know,
chair.
but it's just me. Just
I think you're manifesting that.
I probably am. Why'd you have to tell me this chair has some kind of thing to it? Anyways.
Sorry.
The third game is called The Three Kings.
I think I've heard of this one.
This one makes me uncomfortable, and I don't think I could ever... Like, I would love to attempt. Probably not the bathtub game, because I'm a klutz and I would fall.
Oh, I'd slip. For sure. And I hate baths.
But Bloody Mary, I would attempt. I don't see any problem with that. And the elevator game, it'd just be hard to find a place with 10 floors and not be interrupted. So the Three Kings, the origin is unclear, but the object of the game is to summon spirits from the shadow side. And the game requires many different materials, such as 3 chairs, 2 mirrors, a candle, a fan, bucket of water, and even other items that I'll go through later. There's a very specific list of instructions that need to be followed precisely. It could be dangerous if everything is not done correctly. And the way the game is played is you set up 3 chairs, you sit in the middle of the chair, or in the middle chair, which is considered the king chair, and you set up the mirrors on the other 2 chairs. And then the entities that appear in these mirrors would be the queen and the fool. But from their perspective, they are the king, and you are either the queen or the fool. So, like, already there is crazy. So there's one principal and one partner. So you are the principal, obviously, and then, like, we'll use us as an example. Sure. I would be the partner. Both principal and partner should both be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stable. Do not attempt if either one of you are having serious issues in your life, and do not attempt if either of you have consumed drugs or alcohol within the last 3 to 5 days.
Oh, we're screwed.
I'm not screwed.
I had a drink the other day. I too.
So, the requirements is 1 large, quiet, empty room. A basement or cellar is ideal because there's no light.
Right.
A pack of candles, a lighter, a bucket of water, a mug or cup, an electric fan, 2 large mirrors, 3 chairs, an alarm clock, fully charged mobile phones for both principal and partner, a place to sleep. Your bedroom is ideal if playing inside your own home. A small object of sentimental value. That's just a list of things that you need.
Jesus Christ.
This is the beginning. There's like... This is the prelude.
Oh, God. There's more.
There is more. You will begin at 11 p.m. Do not begin if your partner is not present and or has not been briefed on his or her role. Your partner should remain in your home for the entire duration of the game. If your designated room has windows, cover or block them as completely as possible prior to the beginning. Place 1 chair facing north in the center of your designated dark room. The chair will be your throne. Place the other 2 chairs on either side of your throne facing it an arm's length away. These will be your queen's chair and your fool's chair. And then you will place one of your 2 mirrors on the queen's chair and then the other one on the fool's. The mirrors should be perpendicular to the chairs, seats, and facing both each other and you. So it's like a triangle, right?
Okay.
You should be able to see your own reflection in each mirror from your peripheral vision while seated in your throne. You should not have to turn your head or move your eyes to do so. So you would sit, like you would just stare straight forward and you can still see yourself in those 2 mirrors. Place the bucket of water and the mug in front of you just out of reach. Place the fan behind your throne. Set it to medium or low, never high, and turn it on. Make sure it is stationary and not oscillating, so it has to just stay just like that. Leave the room, but keep the door open. Go to your chosen sleeping spot. Set the candles, lighter, alarm clock, and cell phone next to your bed. Make sure your phone is charging and set your alarm clock for 3:30 in the morning. Witching hour time.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the lights off. Hold your object of sentimental value, which is going to be considered your power object. Climb into bed and sleep. That's how you get it set up.
Jesus Lord.
And you have to follow these details to a T. Like, it's nuts. The main event, you will wake up at 3:30 in the morning when your alarm clock goes off. Turn off the alarm, but do not turn on the light. Keep a hold of your power object, pick up your phone, light one candle, and return to the dark room. You must be seated in your throne by 3:33 in the morning. Do not proceed if any of the following occurs. Your cell phone did not charge. Your alarm clock did not go off precisely at 3:30. You approach the dark room and find the door closed. You approach the dark room and find the fan turned off. Or you are not seated in your throne by 3:33 a.m. Should any of these incidents ensue, take your partner and any other occupants and leave your home. Do not return until 6 a.m.
Question.
Yes.
Real quick. I want to make sure I just understood that right.
Yes.
You set everything up at 11?
At 11 p.m.
And then you don't start until 3:30.
Yeah.
Got it.
And you have to go straight to bed.
So you just set up the room and you don't... And then you just leave it.
Yep. But you have to leave the door open. And if you try to go to the room at 3:33 or like get in the chair by 3:33 and the door's closed, you need to leave immediately and do not return until after 6 a.m.
Do they say what happens?
Oh.
Or what the potential danger is of that?
No, not that I see.
So, like, no one's ever done and lived to tell the tale, or what?
No, I've never read any.
Like Joe Snow never went in to go la di da di da. Whoop.
I've never read any experiences of failing and staying there when it failed.
Okay.
But I did read experiences of successfully doing this.
Okay, let's hear it. Or I don't know what the rest is of the game, I guess.
Oh yeah, we're not done yet.
oh.
If you do not encounter any of those red flags that I mentioned, proceed. Take your throne, but do not look directly at either of the mirrors, and do not let the candle go out. You have to use your body to protect the candle from the fan that's behind you. Remember, you got to light your candle and go in there, and you have to make sure that candle does not go out.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting really intrigued now.
I'm glad.
This one's intriguing.
Keep your eyes focused at the darkness in front of you. Again, do not look at the mirrors and do not look at the candle. You should have any questions, or should you have any questions you wish to ask, you may ask them now. You may or may not receive a response. If you do, your response will come from the direction of one of the mirrors. Do not turn to look at the mirrors. Any answers received should be taken with a grain of salt. One of the mirrors is the queen and one is the fool, and you don't know which one's which. Also note that whoever may settle in the mirrors, you yourself are either the queen or the fool. You will remain in your throne until 4:34 a.m. So you'll be there for an hour and 1 minute. At the end, at 4:34 a.m., your partner should call out your name to end the game. Should this fail, your partner should call your cell phone. Should that fail, your partner should enter the room and without touching you, use the bucket of water and mug. Scoop up water and throw it on you. Yeah.
So you're in like a trance type of deal? Okay.
For an hour. Concerning fail-safes, if your body is suddenly moved, the fan will blow out the candle, ending the game. Should you become lost or disorientated, your power object will guide your way back. Do not ignore any of the previously noted red flags prior to sitting yourself in the throne. Do not attempt to stay in your home should these red flags appear. Do not attempt if you do not completely and totally trust your partner.
I'm sorry, but if we attempted this, we'd be...
We can't already attempt it because we're both mentally unstable. I am. I
had a drink within the last 5 days. But like, okay, you pop, you give birth to your child.
Uh-huh.
I don't usually drink, but say I did. And I didn't, I mean. And then, like, we attempted this.
I would go through postpartum depression. Possibility of going through postpartum depression. We'd have to, like, really extend it.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying we would do it right away.
Baby's out, instantly get out of the hospital.
All right, ready? Let's go.
Hospital has 10 floors, Blaine. Let's take turns.
Let's rock and roll this thing, you know? We're going to get in that elevator. No, but, like, say we attempted this game. I don't think you would I don't think you should trust me enough to do this.
To be my partner?
Taylor, how many times have you taught me how to play a game and I didn't remember the rules the minute we started?
Every time.
Exactly. We'd be screwed.
So, there's some, like, simple questions. Like, where should your partner be when you're in the throne? Your partner should remain in the home for the duration of the game until 4:34 a.m. But they should not be in the throne room with you. They can hang out pretty much anywhere else. They could, like, hang out on the other side of the door. So at least they could sit there and just
Taylor,
wait.
just stay right there.
Yeah,
Hold on.
just like the Cheney Mansion thing. The point of this game is kind of just, it's open-ended, but it's almost like hypnosis and meditation.
But you're sitting with mirrors, right?
Yeah.
So you're scrying.
But you're not looking at them. They're just right here.
They're just on the side of you.
Yep.
Okay.
You could still see yourself, but you
you're
are
opening
staring
up that,
straight
like,
forward.
It's like an infinite
loop
you're creating.
So someone's story, they were doing the Three Kings ritual, and they had a friend that passed away a few weeks before they did this, and I believe it was suicide. And the mirrors and the reflection of themselves kept saying it's all your fault, and they would talk back, and they're like, no, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. And then one mirror would be like, no, it absolutely is your fault, and blah, blah, blah. And they did this a few years ago, and they still stand by, like, what they experienced. And there's a lot of people who experience such crazy and surreal stuff that they cannot get over it. It just sticks with them forever.
Interesting.
Yeah. You can try to put a ring of salt around you. I don't think that's really going to help in any way.
Probably not.
It's just...
That one's, I think, the most interesting one so far. You said you had, was that the last one? Or
No, I have one more. It's a silly one, and probably one you could do here.
No.
Right in your closet right there, because it's called the closet game.
I won't be, though.
You sure? It's simple.
Yeah, probably not.
A single person goes into a closet, lights a match, says a few words, and if successful, 2 glowing orbs will appear in front of them, staring them down. The origin is unknown, but not safe due to demons.
Oh, there's the kicker.
And a match in a small place. Like an actual, like, match. Flames. You would begin at night. You enter a closet and no light seeping in. You stand in the dark for 2 minutes. Do not move. Do not talk. Hold the match while saying, show me the light, or leave me in darkness. Listen very closely, and you have to give it like 2 minutes of just listening. If you hear whispers, light the match fast and wait till it burns out. If you hear nothing, do not turn around, wait 30 seconds. Open the door, step out, close the door, do not look inside. If you leave the door open, things may happen. You may see the eyes glowing right back at you. You may feel the presence. And, like, people kind of suggest, don't do this in your own bedroom. Because...
Well, it's a good thing this is my office.
See, and it'll get along. You could do it right there. That closet is perfect.
No. You do it.
I don't have matches.
I don't have matches. Oh, darn. I guess we can't play the game.
Oh, darn.
I guess we can't play the game.
All right. So, technically, I gave you 4 games.
Yeah.
Out of the 136 games that there's out there that I found.
Lord.
I would love to do...
What are some of the names of the other ones?
Ooh.
Just to see if we can get some interest from our listeners.
I gotta find that website again. I had the list. All right. So, some of the names, like Blind Man's Bluff. I've heard of that. The Black God Ritual, The Eye in the Shadows, The Hooded Man, Lady Spades, Lights Out, The Red Man, Sarah Sarita, The Ritual of Static. That sounds fun. The telephone game. I did write that one down. It's like you just got to have like 10 people together and call the person to the left at the same time. And it will all go to voicemail or be a busy line. But someone may get an actual ringing tone and have a male answer. And you can ask them any questions, but they're not for free. Like you aren't going to be safe if you ask questions.
You know what? You already started. Let's talk about this one. Do you have any notes other than that?
No, that's it.
Okay, but like, what's the cost? What am I paying here? Is it my soul? Is it?
It could be that, or you could get cursed if you don't do like the task that they ask you to do.
Okay.
That's about it. That one was just super simple and little. We need 8 more people.
We're not responsible
with us.
for anything you might try.
The wager game, white kimono, 3 cups, like stairway ghost. There's so many.
I see.
Like,
well, I don't see, but now I see.
Can you just wait?
There's so many. Oh God.
It goes on and on. So, I would love to do another episode, like picking out 3 or 4 more games.
Yeah, if you want to hear more about these Slumber Party games, leave a comment, message us, send us a review.
Don't do these at an actual slumber party.
Oh God, don't even try them.
Don't force your friends into something unless they're interested.
Just don't do them.
It's like the light as a feather.
We're not
stiff
responsible
as a
for
board.
anything you do. We're not responsible, okay? We're not.
No.
The line was drawn there. We're not doing that.
That's about all I have.
Okay.
But I think the 2 hints I gave you really worked well, and now you can see where Bloody Mary and Elisa Lam can connect in a way.
Yeah, it's
not
the
game.
Says it could be a game.
Yeah, not the game specifically, but that the Bloody Mary is not the only ritual game.
We drove to our investigation spot, and you told me that hint, and you let me look like a dumbass in front of you. To be
You're
like,
welcome.
That's weird. I don't remember anybody saying Bloody Mary had anything to do with Elisa Lam. And you just let me sit there driving like a dumbass.
You're welcome. I was protecting myself so you will never get the topic right.
I would have never guessed a slumber party game theme.
I just call it slumber parties because you hear people at slumber parties doing this.
Yeah, it's like the stereotype.
Yeah, but I mean, I never grew up doing any of this.
I never done any of this.
Have you ever had a slumber party?
I've been to one. I've never hosted one, really.
I think I have. Anyways, thank you for listening to this. Again, we are not responsible if you decide to participate and experience and try any of these. We can't prove that they're fake, but we also can't prove if they're real.
And I will not be testing them out here. No.
Rent a hotel room.
Nope. Too expensive. I pay enough for this as it is. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Ghost in Us podcast. If you would be so kind, leave a comment or rate us on your podcast catcher of choice. You can leave us a 5-star review. That'll get us out to more people. That's greatly appreciated. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
If you have any stories or experiences that you want to share with us, DM us, email us, anything. If you want to be,
I just feel really bad.
If you want to be a guest on our podcast, contact us.
Send us an email at ghostinus@gmail.com. If you're so thankful, I never brought it up in the middle, but we're going to do it now. If you want to sign up for our Patreon, it is $1 a month. It'll get you early access to all podcasts, all investigation videos, and anything that we might do there.
I feel like we got to set a goal. If we can reach at least 20 Patreon members by the end of the year. Like, that's not even a lot, but that's still something.
If you feel, you don't have to, but we still appreciate you just taking the time to listen and watch, to be honest with you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we have a lot of cool things coming up in the future. And that's about it. You can follow us on our social media. It's all at Ghost and Us.
I think we just repeated that.
Did you say that?
You said it.
I didn't say follow us on social media.
Oh my God, we're so lost on this. All right, bye.
It threw me off because I sounded like a dick. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.